Hey everybody, Dr. Jared Skowron from Spectrum Awakening. Today we're going to be talking about our 3 new lotions or creams that you can use with your kids on the spectrum, or frankly can use with anybody. So we're going to be talking about our 3 new lotions, our 3 new creams, and the science behind them. What are they? Why you would want to give them? Who would you want to give them to? And how they can be helpful for your kids. So let's jump right in, talking about these different things. And what we're going to focus on first is MTHFR. Now, many of you have heard about MTHFR. We talk a lot about MTHFR. We're going to review it again because one of our very popular new creams has to do with treating MTHFR mutations. So let me walk you through the science behind it and how these things work in our body, work in our brain, and then we'll kind of show some scientific research and then move on to the formulas and then answer any questions that you've got. All right, so let's start here. This is the science. This is the biochemistry. This is the physiology about what Reynolds said. I thought MTHFR was a bad word. Yeah, probably in every community but ours. All right, so this is what the body does. First, it takes different forms of folate. This could be folate, this could be folic acid, this could be folinic acid. Now remember, leucovorin is the same thing as folinic acid. These forms of folate go through the MTHFR gene/enzyme and get converted into a form called methylfolate, which is also known as 5-MTHF. Methylfolate combines, there's a little plus there, combines with vitamin B12, which is also known as cobalamin in the different forms like methylcobalamin. Methylfolate combines with B12 and amino acids, and that equals our brain chemistry. So serotonin, dopamine, adrenaline, these are the brain chemicals that, frankly, we need. Okay, we need for good language, we need for good behaviors, we need for good sleep, but we need them at normal levels. You don't want to be too low, you don't want to be too high, okay? Because those then combine with vitamin B6, which is also known as P5P, and magnesium. Those go through 2 different genes, COMT and MAO, and they leave the body, they leave the brain as organic acids. So many of you have heard of organic acids or the OAT test. That's a test of organic acids, and there's many organic acids. They look at many things, but some organic acids are actually brain chemicals coming out of the body. All right, so let's review that again. Different forms of folate, folic acid, folinic acid, go through the MTHFR process to become methylfolate that combines with B12 and amino acid to become our brain chemistry. Those then do function in the brain, then combine with B6 and magnesium through the COMT-MAO genes to become organic acids. Now, you can have problems with MTHFR, you can have genetic problems with COMT-MAO, and those can cause different issues depending on the genetics of them. So now that you understand the science behind them, that'll kind of explain why we've created these certain formulas. So let me walk you through our 3 new lotions and creams and their formulas, and then show the scientific research behind that. Now, first off, I apologize. I don't actually have these in my hand. They're on the FedEx truck coming to the office. We don't have them yet, so I don't have them in my hands to show you, but they are available on our website. We have an MTHFR cream, we have a calming cream, and we have a sleep cream. And they're going to look very similar to this. This is actually the first lotion we ever had. We don't carry it anymore, but I always save one of our products for historical prosperity. We haven't sold this in years. This was our glutathione lotion. So it's going to look very similar to this. It's a pump. You pump it on your hand, you rub it on your child's arms, their belly, their back, their legs, wherever. Don't rub it on their face or their eyes or anything like that. But again, an MTHFR cream, a calming cream, and a sleep cream. So let me go through the different ones. The MTHFR cream contains methylfolate and methyl B12. Okay, those are the important things. So for your kids who, hey, you know what? I was thinking about B12 shots. I was thinking of the B12 with the methylfolate together, but I don't want to use the needles. You can use our cream. Just rub it on. You don't have to take oral supplements. One concern about, the oral supplements versus the shots is, when you take something orally, it processes through the liver, and that's going to, deplete some of the levels before it really gets into your body and into your brain. So that's where the shots, for some people are better because it's instant into the body. This is the exact same thing that the lotion will do. The methylfolate, methyl B12 in the lotion, in the cream, rub right on, get into the system, and bam, when you start adding methylfolate and methyl B12, that's going to combine with the proteins. It's going to skip the whole, this is like an assembly line. You give methylfolate, you give methyl B12, it's going to skip the MTHFR problems and just start cranking out brain chemistry, okay? That can help a lot. So that's our MTHFR cream. Our calming cream is a combination of vitamin B6 and magnesium. So why would we come down to this part of the pathway over here? Well, if you have genetic problems with COMT or MAO, that does not allow adrenaline to leave the body. So if you have the genetic problems down here, maybe you have an MTHFR problem, but this is down here. If you have this genetic problem, then you can't get rid of your adrenaline. The adrenaline can't come down as an organic acid and get out of the body. So we give B6 and magnesium. That helps get rid of the adrenaline so you can calm down. So calming cream, B6 and magnesium, push through that end of the pathway, get the adrenaline out. Methylfolate, methyl B12, skip that MTHFR problem, start making those brain chemicals in the brain, all right? The last cream that we have doesn't have anything to do with MTHFR or adrenaline. It's a sleep cream, okay? So again, if you want your child to get to sleep and stay asleep, this may be the cream for you. It has a little melatonin, like 0.5 milligrams, not a lot, just enough to get you in there. It has 5-HTP. It has tryptophan. It has theanine. It has GABA. It has all the good calming amino acids that help you get to sleep and stay asleep. All right. So again, if you don't want to do pills, you don't want to be giving, pills of melatonin or other stuff before bed, bam, you've got it in a cream, rub it on their body, give it some time to soak in, and it should improve and support a normal night's rest. And again, melatonin helps you fall asleep, but all these other amino acid treatments like the 5-hydroxytryptophan, the tryptophan itself, so 5-HTP, tryptophan, GABA, theanine, they help you stay asleep, okay? So that's a little summary. We've got the MTHFR cream, it's got the methylfolate, it's got the methyl B12, all right, bam, it's gonna skip that MTHFR step and get the brain chemicals in there, helps a lot of kids with language. We've got the calming cream, okay? You just go, 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 go. Even, the calming cream you can use any time of day, Kid's a little overactive, bam, slap on the calming cream, the B6 and the magnesium, push that adrenaline out. And then of course the sleep cream, all the good stuff that you want to help get them to sleep and stay asleep. All right, that's our new stuff. Let me go through the research behind it and then answer some live questions. Excuse me. All right, still I'm 3 weeks post my cold. I still got the cough that doesn't go away. All right, so here you go. Here's a study, vitamin B6 and magnesium, therapeutic effects in children with autism. B6 and magnesium has been researched forever. This study goes back to 1985. This is almost 35-year-old research. Why aren't we using this with everybody? Why doesn't every pediatrician know that this research has been decades and decades old? So the B6 and magnesium helps with autism. It also increases urinary HVA excretion. That is an organic acid of adrenaline. So remember, adrenaline and all the brain chemicals convert to organic acids and leave. HVA is that adrenaline organic acid. So the research is showing that it's pushing this stuff out. Here's another research study. Improvements of neurobehavioral disorders in children supplemented with magnesium, vitamin B6 with autism. This one says, and hold on, I still forgot my cheaters at home. This one says supplementation improved autism symptoms, including social interactions, communications, stereotypy, and a delayed typical function overall. Here's another one. B vitamin supplementation reduces excretion of urinary somebody needs some coffee. B vitamin supplementation reduces excretion of urinary dicarboxylic acids in autistic children. What is a dicarboxylic acid? It's a special form of organic acid, okay? The one that the brain chemicals turn into and get out of the body. You got to get that adrenaline out, okay? You get that adrenaline out with the B6 and the magnesium. All right, how about this one? Let's date ourselves. One of my pet peeves is when you go to your pediatrician, you say, hey, I'm using these vitamins and stuff, and they say, there's no research behind that. How about this one? Here's another one, effects of vitamin B6 on autism from 1981. 40 years old, people. This research has been going on for decades, almost half a century this stuff has been out. Why don't all doctors know about it? It's published. #science, people. All right, so again, what does this say? This basically says, and again, I forgot my cheaters, moderate clinical improvement has been observed in some autistic children after treatments with B6 and magnesium. It's out there, people. It's research. It's proven. Can we start using these things? And again, everything doesn't work with everybody, all right? There is no one size fits all. That has been our model forever. That's why we at Spectrum Awakening have a 30-day return policy. Want you to try something. Try it. You don't like it, doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Send it back for a refund, all right? But there's too many things to try and there's too much research behind it. Moving on. Association of MTHFR, problems with autism. This shows that there is an association with C677T gene mutations with autism, okay? Here's another research study, association between MTHFR, gene mutation, susceptibility with autism. Plenty of kids have it, all right? Here's another one, MTHFR, genetic problem, susceptibility to autism. Yes, they have it. Here's another one that gives us some nice percentages. Study of C677T, A1298C, mutations of MTHFR. This one had a percentage. Kids with autism, 31%. Neurotypical kids, 5%. So that's a 6-fold increase of MTHFR mutations in this research study for kids with autism. Why wouldn't you try the treatment? The treatment is easy. It's methylfolate and methyl B12. You have an MTHFR problem, that's the treatment, okay? Here's another one. Okay, this doesn't talk about the genetic analysis, it talks about the treatment. Methylfolate supplementation in a child with autism. Research study showed improved symptoms of aggression and disruptive behaviors. Okay, last research study, because I'm gonna just go crazy looking at these. Randomized placebo-controlled trial of methyl B12 for children with autism. And yes, methyl B12 treatment impacted and improved clinically related symptoms of autism. So, the research is there. Let me go back to the, excuse me, let me go back to the scientific pathway and physiology so you understand this, because this is why we would do these things. Folate, folic acid, leucovorin, they all go through the MTHFR gene/enzyme to become methylfolate. That combines with B12 and amino acids to produce your brain chemistry, okay? Brain chemistry is good. It's gonna help you learn. It's gonna help you speak. Those combine with B6 and magnesium through these other genes, COMT and MAO, to become organic acids and leave the body. So, if you have a problem with MTHFR, try our MTHFR cream. It's got the methylfolate, it's got the methyl B12, okay? Produce your brain chemicals. If you've got a lot of adrenaline, you got a lot of fight or flight, maybe you've got COMT or MAO gene mutation problems, try the calming cream, B6 magnesium cream. Flush that adrenaline out. If you have gene mutations in both, use both, okay? If you don't know your genetic SNP mutation status, you can still try the creams and see if they work. Or you can get your SNP genetic testing done. We've got the genetic SNP test on our website if you're interested in ours. It's a cheek swab, swab the kid's cheek, boom, send it in, easy peasy, done. And of course, we've got our sleep cream now. That includes melatonin, 5-HTP, GABA, tryptophan, theanine, all great things to help you fall asleep, excuse me, and stay asleep. So again, at Spectrum Awakening, we're always trying to expand, always trying to offer more things that you guys can use and you guys have asked for.